right, welcome back to another episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Daily Walk Edition. This is episode number 55. I got the episode number correct today. Yesterday, instead of saying 54, I said 44. And I made a correction within the video posting in the description section of wherever those videos are at. I made some other notes, so if you go back and view my video from yesterday, just look at the correction notes before you view the video so you don't think that I flipped my lid. Maybe I have, who the hell knows. But I'm back at Red Morton Park. It's not raining. It's probably about 55 degrees out here right now, 57 degrees. It's a decent day for a nice, brisk walk. And today, as you've probably already noticed within the title of my video, I am making some big changes, some big permanent changes. And this is the right time to do these changes. I'm going to be discussing them today. So let's just get straight to the topic here and get right to it. This is going to be one hell of a video. Okay. The topic of today is Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. The Daily Walk Edition, episode number 55 is... Okay, I'm finally done with the MGTOW Manosphere and leaving for good. Plus, channel name change once again and other updates. One more time, the topic of this episode of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Daily Walk Edition, which is episode number 55, is I'm finally done with the MGTOW Manosphere, the community of the MGTOW and Manosphere men, and leaving for good. Plus, channel name change once again, and other updates. So let's get right to it, because I'm going to go out in style. And before I even get into this, I know there are many people out there that are probably watching me from my past that are probably thinking, oh, here you go again. You're doing the same old shit. You're feeding into this. You're doing this and that. You can all think what you want to think. I'm here to speak my mind. I'm here to play my cards the way I want to play my fucking cards. I'm a man that stands on my fucking own. And I love you all, no matter what. Even to the people that may be thinking that way. Okay? But I'm doing what I feel is right for myself, and I don't report to anyone but myself. Okay? So, if you're out there and you're thinking that I'm just feeding the drama pot and I'm going down the same path, no, I'm not. Another thing I'll mention at the beginning of this video here is that I know I've done videos like these before. On my former YouTube channel, where I did a couple of videos where I mentioned that I was, leaving the MGTOW community a few times. And then I got sucked back in, per se. A lot of people like to call it getting sucked in. And let me tell you, it's very easy to get sucked into a community like that. Especially being on YouTube, because when you get sucked back in and you feed into it, and you get charged up like I used to get on my former channel, it provides these guys content and entertainment. It also, makes them money. People will donate to channels where guys like me would appear on, and where I would lose my shit. They would pay money to the creator for that. So the creators would do whatever it would take to get me on their channels, because they knew I was the draw. I was the draw. Not for the right reasons, though. So I wanted to just clear that up at the beginning of this video here, before I get into what I want to say one final time here. And I am out. So let me just start off by mentioning my channel name change that I did today. I got up this morning and I was responding to some comments from a couple of videos I did yesterday in regards to the Gillette commercial, the controversial Gillette commercial that many men out there, primarily conservative men within the MGTOW Manosphere community, and even other conservative men that have responded to this controversial Gillette commercial in a YouTube video, they don't like it. They don't agree with the message. They think the message is an attack on men. And they're boycotting, Gillette, which I will talk more about that in just a little bit. I think it's very stupid, but to each its own, right? But yeah, I was responding to comments from the videos. I was also spending a little time within some Discord groups that I'm a part of. If you don't know what Discord is, I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. It's a private chat service where you can get invited into certain groups and chat with other people that are a part of a similar community. So I was spending time within my Discord, and we were just talking about all the BS that's been happening. And then it dawned on me. I don't want to have MGTOW as part of my YouTube channel name. I thought I did, but I don't. And I even mentioned, one of the main reasons that got me really thinking about this. And I'll just mention creator names out here. I don't give a shit. If you gain subs off of me, if you talk smack about me, if you do a response video on me, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to ignore everything from here on out. I've been pretty much ignoring it anyways, but I'm going to more so ignore it. I'm not even going to watch your stuff. Most of you know last year I was antagonized by a content creator named JB Gunner, who was running the MGTOW Mindframe channel, which is now known as Red Pill Mindframe. And he was probably the worst of the worst with what he did to me. On my former channel, I had my now ex-girlfriend on, and he just, would bash the both of us and just stirred up the pot just to shield to his audience, and that way his audience can pay him money for him to belittle myself and my girlfriend at the time. So JB Gunner, come back this way. JB Gunner did a response video to me in regards to my response video that I did yesterday regarding the controversial Gillette commercial. Okay. He did this response video to me after doing a response video to a response video I did to him earlier on this year to just kind of close the book permanently between him and I. Earlier on this year, the beginning of the year, end of last year, when JB did his year-end review and I did a response video that he responded to me a week later and basically said that he's never going to respond to me again. He doesn't want to help me get subs or anything like that. He doesn't want to feed into me or anything like that. Well, that's about the 6th time that JB has said that over the last year plus, year and a half plus, since I've known the guy. And every time he's broken that promise. JB Gunner, you are full of shit. You are not a man of your word. You are not a trusted man. And your behavior is erratic, and I'm calling you out. And do what you got to do with what I say here. I don't give a shit, but I'm calling you out because to me, you're a waste of fucking time. You're a waste of fucking space. You're a waste of fucking air. You are in it for yourself. You're a selfish guy, and you're all about the money. And you mention PayPal and Patreon every single time at the beginning of your videos. You're in this fully for the money. You don't really care about people. You don't give a shit about anybody but your fucking self. Now, I've kind of always known that about you, but I always give people chances when I first get to know them. But after I saw your response video today, which did not offend me, And I knew you were going to respond to it in the way that you did, and you knew I was going to respond to it in the way that I did, because our views are different. I take more of the liberal approach, and you take more of the conservative approach. I'm entitled to my views just like you're entitled to your fucking views. But at the same time, JB, I have no problem with you scrutinizing my views as long as you don't twist the actual meaning of my views. You twist what I'm actually saying and you make it sound worse than how I said it, just to stir up the drama pot and your ratings to go up and to trigger your audience to pay you more fucking money. You're a fucking shill, JB Gunner. You're a fucking shill, and I'm calling you out. You're no good for the community. And I'm not the only one that feels that way, but I'm one that's going to come out and say it. Because I'm going out in style. You guys do what you got to do. Make your response videos. I will no longer be viewing your videos. I did view your live stream replay earlier today just for shits and giggles, out of curiosity, but I will no longer be doing that. Not only with you, JB Gunner, but with everyone else. This includes Joe Buddy and other people within the MGTOW Manosphere community that I feel are just some of the most, how do I say it's the right way, that I feel are some of the most unprofessional, deranged, strange, obsessed, emotionally unstable men on the face of this fucking planet. I've never ever seen any men behave in the ways that some of these guys have behaved. Now, before I get back into calling a few other people out and going out in style, because this will be the last video I make on MGTOW, I'm done. What I do want to mention is that I've met a lot of great people through the MGTOW Manosphere community. And like I mentioned before, in my opinion, the only real true MGTOWs are the monks. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. If you want to think of MGTOW being more than just that, that's up to you. Okay? But that's my opinion. Because there's nothing set in stone about what MGTOW is or isn't. That's why I've been saying for the past week in some videos that MGTOW is whatever you want it to be, whatever you make of it to be, because there are no rules in MGTOW. Okay? So there are a few people out there, primarily the monks, that I respect, and I will continue to respect, and I will more than likely continue to watch your content. A few notable people: Traversable Underground MGTOW. He goes by Trav. I think he's Traversable Philosophy right now, or something like that. He changed the name again. You know who he is. Traversable is a great guy. Riff Magos, another good friend of mine. He's a Greek gentleman that runs the Riff Magos channel. Great channel. I fully respect that guy. The people I'm mentioning right now are people that are exempt from what I'm saying here. They're exempt from the negative shit I'm saying about the MGTOW Manosphere, because these guys are the true MGTOWs that represent the organization properly. Well, not the organization, but the philosophy, the ideology, because it is not an organization. Maybe if it was organized, you know, people wouldn't be all over the fucking place. But because people have been saying that, well, if we do organize MGTOW, then it wouldn't be what it is. It would be organized, and they don't want it to be organized. Well, from what I've noticed, any group of people that's not organized in an organized fashion, in an organized way, is going to be all over the fucking place. And look what's happened to the community. That speaks for itself. Okay? But, yeah, I support and have a lot of love for Trav, for Riff Magos, and a few other monks. And I can't remember who's actually a monk that I'm good friends with and that I admire for doing things the right way. I believe there are a few monks, in addition to the monks I've mentioned, within my Discord. If I've left your name out and we're connected through a Discord group, I have a lot of love for you. And the negative aspects of this video here that I'm stating towards the MGTOW Manosphere community is not directed towards you. I will specifically mention who it's directed towards. Okay? But again, I've met a lot of great people through the MGTOW Manosphere community. But I've also met some people that don't have a fucking clue, that are very selfish, inconsiderate, they're very selfish and inconsiderate of other people's feelings, wants, and needs. And they kick other men down just because of their views, and their views being a little different. Because I have more liberal views than conservative views, I get kicked down by the conservative MGTOW, or the conservative MGTOW content creators that are not even considered a MGTOW, but are a part of the Manosphere. I'm really appalled by all of this behavior. I'm really appalled by all of this behavior. I've never seen any single group of men behave in the way these guys are behaving. And maybe they are behaving in these ways because they're on YouTube and they're trying to get attention, and they need to find ways to keep bringing their audience back to support their channel. Their entertainment means. When you're talking about MGTOW-related topics and Manosphere-related topics, those are serious nature topics. You shouldn't be using examples of kicking other men down that may not be doing things the same way you're doing them as part of your contribution to the MGTOW community. You, JB Gunner, you calling me the cuck of the year for 2 years in a row, and now in your latest video you're saying, I'm in the lead for being the cuck of the year for 3 years in a row. Who the fuck are you, JB Gunner? You're a fucking nobody. You're a worthless piece of fucking trash, as far as I'm fucking concerned. You're a nobody. Okay? And if you want to get off on creating this fucking Cuck of the Year award for your entertainment so you can draw more people in and get them to donate to your PayPal and your Patreon, you're more of a big piece of shit than I thought you were. You're a big piece of shit, JB. You're one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever met in my entire life. And I'm going out in style here today. This video may not be the most professional video that I've made, but I'm sharing how I fucking feel. Because I'm sick of the way some men are behaving and are trying to blame feminism for their behavior. Before I get to some other people here, let me mention that, quite frankly, what really annoys the shit out of me more than anything is that many of these guys within the MGTOW Manosphere community, these are not the true MGTOWs. These are wannabe MGTOWs and maybe Manosphere men. I'm not disrespecting the MGTOW community in any way, but they're just a part of the MGTOW Manosphere community. That's what I call it. You call it whatever you want to fucking call it. What I can't stand the most about these men is that these men behave more like little whiny bitches than women do. Many of you guys even behave worse than radical feminists. You know, I actually have no problem with the real meaning of feminism, of women having equal rights. No big deal. I have a problem with radical feminism, where women, seek out special privileges from the government and corporations that they get them, which is bullshit. I agree with you guys on that. I can't stand women like that. But the real decent women that are just regular feminists, meaning that all they want are their equal rights. They want to have equal opportunities to men, whether they choose to do a job that was once only known as a job a man would do or not. It's up to them. You guys are behaving worse than radical feminists. And that's why I'm annoyed. Look at your behavior and what you're doing. You're acting like little fucking kids. At least the radical feminists are making shit happen. Whether I agree with what they're doing or not, at least they're out there making shit happen. And even just regular women, women that are not radical feminists, women that are just out there happy to have equal rights. They're out there making things happen. They're behaving maturely, professionally. They're in the workforce, and they're respectful. Okay? That's just my opinion. Now, are all women like that? No. There are some women out there that are not good, but I'm talking about the good women out there. And there are still good women out there. Are behaving more maturely, and they're stronger than you guys, including you, JB Gunner, including you, Joe Buddy, including you, Jamie the Purple Pill, and let's mention the Beard and the Moveless. Let's go out in style today. Let's call everybody out today. Let's call every motherfucker out today. Because I'm going out in style here. You guys act more like little bitches than radical feminists. Let me repeat that one more time for Coach Eli's quote mine. Go ahead, Coach Eli's quote mine. I think you're Joe Buddy. You're either Joe Buddy or Jamie. I think you're Joe Buddy because Joe Buddy did a video on his channel, a short video on his channel, and he used a different tint on my video, and then he did a video, or someone did a video on Coach Eli's quote mine channel with the same tint in a different video, which makes me lead to believe, because I look at patterns very closely, makes me lead to believe that Joe Buddy is Coach Eli's quote mine. He's no longer doing the Robin Banks channel because I'm uploading my own shit to YouTube. In the past, Joe Buddy created the Robin Banks channel to upload content that I was initially only posting on Facebook when I shut down my former channel about 4.5, 5 months ago, and before I came back and relaunched my new channel almost 2 months ago. You guys act more like whiny little bitches than women ever have. And that's why I'm so annoyed at your behavior. I'm so annoyed at the things that you guys, will do. You'll go through great lengths just to get noticed out there. And then you flip it on me and try to say that, oh, I'm riding the MGTOW coattail. I'm riding MGTOW dick, like JB Gunner likes to say. Okay? Whose dick are you riding, JB Gunner? Many. How did you get to where you got to? Okay? You were riding Tommy Sotomayor for a while, and you still are. That's how you have grown your JB Gunner TV channel to, I believe, 10,000 subs now. Just pass on by here. There's some people. I don't want to interrupt them. But back to Joe Buddy. Go ahead and cut that on your Coach Eli's quote mine channel. I'm appalled at this behavior, and let me tell you what really set me off. What really made me come to the final conclusion of leaving the MGTOW Manosphere group permanently, with the exception of the great people that I've met. If you and I have a great relationship, and I still follow your content, and you're considered to be a MGTOW channel, I will still follow you. But for the most part, I'm withdrawing from the community. I'm no longer going to be using the MGTOW moniker within my channel title. I have changed my channel name to Coach Eli. Straight up dating and business advice. I've changed my channel's name to Coach Eli. Straight up dating and business advice. want nothing to do with the MGTOW moniker anymore. But at the same time, that doesn't mean the people that I met through the MGTOW Manosphere community, that the good people that I met through the MGTOW Manosphere community are going to be left behind. I still want to keep in touch with you. I still want things to be the same between us. Trav, misanthropic altruist, or he goes by misanthropic zombie now. Taz, Riff Magos. All you guys out there that believe in the MGTOW philosophy for the right reason, and you've been respectful to me, and you've appreciated me for the right reasons, whether you agree with my content or not. I still want things to be good between us. This is not being projected towards you. It's not being projected towards you. It is being projected towards these guys that I'm mentioning, primarily guys that have been considered the purple pillars. And JB Gunner, here's the thing. You are not considered red pill. If anything, you may barely be considered purple. Oh, sorry, you are not considered red pill. You may barely be considered purple pill. But your behavior, JB Gunner, has been more blue pill than any motherfucking simp I've ever seen out there. And I'm saying that directly. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. You are a simp, JB Gunner. You sit there and you call me a cuck, and you spent all last year cucking me for your entertainment value to shill for fucking donations. You are a big piece of shit, JB Gunner. Unfucking believable, man. You have no heart, JB. You have black blood. You have black blood because you have no fucking heart. You have no emotion or consideration for anyone besides your own fucking self. You, JB Gunner, are the biggest selfish, you, JB Gunner, are the most selfish motherfucker I've ever met on the face of this planet. Marcel Harding 5 may be the dumbest man I ever met, but you, JB Gunner, are the most selfish motherfucker I've ever met on the planet. You know what? You sit there and you call me a frail guy. You're a tiny, frail guy. I'm in great shape, okay? I'm fucking fit, motherfucker. Try and catch me. Yeah, you know what? You want to beat my ass with your hands, JB Gunner? Go right ahead. Try to catch me. You mentioned in your latest response video to me that you wouldn't bring any guns or knives or anything, right? Okay. Well, yeah, you are a bigger guy than me. You could sit on me and crush me like a fucking tin can. But I'll outrun and outhike your ass any fucking day, you fucking bitch. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm a frail motherfucker. I'm strong enough. I'm happy with myself. You know what? If I want to bulk up, which I'm starting to try to do that more so now, like things used to be, that's my fucking choice, but I'm happy with who the fuck I am. And I'm in way better fucking shape than you, and I'm way healthier than you. And you are much closer to death than I am, JB, with the way that you've been treating your fucking body. So why don't you shut the fuck up? And until you fucking make changes within your fucking self, within your fucking ugly ass, your ugly fat ass, then shut the fuck up. I'm out here today just letting it all out. It may sound like I'm angry. It may sound like I'm bitter. No, I'm not. I'm just calling these guys out. I'm going on in style here and explaining what really happened here. A lot of these guys are pissed off because of this Gillette commercial I've been talking about, and I did a response video to yesterday, and then I dedicated my daily walk yesterday to continuing how I felt about that commercial. This Gillette commercial and the way that many of you conservative MGTOW Manosphere men have responded to it was the final nail in the coffin where I'm just withdrawing because you guys will never fucking get it. I can't believe that you guys want to withdraw and boycott practically the best company that's created products for men for a very long time. Because you're stuck in your shitty conservative views that are very selfish and inconsiderate to anyone besides your fucking selves. Just because I'm more of a liberal doesn't mean that I like all liberal views. I do like some conservative views and I do like some liberal views. But I also don't like some liberal views and I don't like some conservative views. What I really don't like are people that are unfucking reasonable regardless of your fucking party, and you guys are being unfucking reasonable. You're being unfucking reasonable. Boycotting Gillette for a good message that they put out there to try to help solve all this hate and bullshit that we're dealing with. That you, JB Gunner, you, Beard in the Mothless, you, Jamie the Purple Pill Guy, and you, Joe Buddy, are contributing to. You guys are contributing to this negativity within our world. Yeah, the times are different. Traditionalism is dead. And to you tradcons out there like you, Joe Buddy, or even you conservatives in general that are pissed off that traditionalism is no longer around, hey, I understand where you're coming from on that aspect. I'm a traditionalist myself. But the world has changed. The world has evolved. Okay? And either learn how to fucking evolve with it or shut your fucking mouth and go hide in some hole somewhere. And stay away from fucking people that really still want to have a shot at life, that still believe in cohabitating and, you know, marrying somebody and having children and reproducing to keep the family name going. It's our choice if we want to do that or not. Yes, we need to make people red pill aware. I agree with that. But we shouldn't bash them for the choices they make with that red pill knowledge. We just need to be there to continuously support them. You guys do not support people. JB Gunner, you call your channel Red Pill Mindframe. Okay? You call it Red Pill Mindframe. What the fuck did your response video to me have to do with your channel? What the fuck did it have to do with your channel? I'll tell you what it had to do with my channel. I am a business and personal relationship coach. So I do a broad variety of topics that help people on a business and personal level. And part of the reason why I did that video is because I heard people were boycotting Gillette. And from a business standpoint, that's a shitty fucking move for you guys to do. And I wanted to talk about it. What part of your channel did your response video to me have to do with your channel? What was so red pill about that? Were you trying to fucking red pill me while you were doing that, you motherfucker? You know what? You work on trying to red pill yourself. Before you can even think about red pilling anybody else, JB, try red pilling yourself first because you need a lot of fucking help. You think you're a red pill? You're not. You're the lamest, sorry ass of an excuse of ever being a part of this MGTOW Manosphere community that I've ever seen. You are one that took advantage of this more than anyone, and you still are. And people are still paying you fucking money for being a fucking shill. Again, this Gillette commercial was one of the best fucking things I've ever seen. It was spot on about everything that was in there. And JB Gunner was even telling me, you know, in his response video, toxic masculinity is not what I said. It's about, you know, men barbecuing and doing all that shit. There's nothing toxic. There's nothing toxic about a man barbecuing. There's no woman on the face of this planet that would get pissed at her man or her husband if he invited his friends over and she invited her friends over and you all had a party and he was barbecuing for the party. What's toxic about that? Are you out of your goddamn mind, JB? You see, you twist shit to the point of where it makes no fucking sense, but it entertains your fucking audience. You twist everything to make it come off worse than it actually is, to get your ratings, to be able to shill for your fucking donations. I'm tired of your fucking shitty fucking fake ass. You're a phony. You're a fucking phony. A worthless fucking phony. If you haven't seen my response video to the Gillette commercial, the controversial Gillette commercial that I put out yesterday, please go check it out. Let me know what you think. Furthermore, from here on out on my channel, I will not be dealing with people that are not making reasonable comments. Be yourself, be open, be straightforward, be critical, but be reasonable. If you're going to come to my channel just to poke some fun at me or anyone else for entertainment, like calling someone a cuck or whatever, you will be immediately banned. I've had to ban a bunch of people lately. The majority of these people that I've been talking about, if not all of them, they've been banned. Okay? Comment on my channel in a reasonable and civil way. And for you, Jamie, that's been, commenting on my channel, Jamie, you're actually not blocked. You're one of the few that I haven't blocked yet because, quite frankly, even though I don't agree with a lot of what you say, the way you approach things are in a reasonable way. The way you approach things, Jamie, have been in a reasonable way. Okay? But you made a comment out there saying, well, you know what, Eli? You know what? You say that, you're not poking the bear or you're not getting overly involved with MGTOW. But the only thing you're really not doing is coming on live streams with us anymore. You're right. I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. There's no purpose for me to come on a live stream where I'm not going to get a fucking word in. Where you're going to cut me off halfway through my statement as part of your victory strategy. I've been down that road with you many times, Jamie. It's not worth it. Like I mentioned in another video, I believe it was yesterday, one of the videos I did. If you are open to having a civil conversation where I can talk uninterrupted and you can talk uninterrupted, then we can talk. But Jamie, that's a bitch move yourself. Cutting a man off mid-flight, midway through his response to you as your tactic, as your strategy of victory. That way you trigger him by cutting him off. That's the biggest bitch move I've ever seen, Jamie. Yeah, I'm calling everyone out right now because, quite frankly, I'm never watching any of your videos again, Jamie, the Bearded, JB Gunner, Joe Buddy. I know you guys are going to make videos and do live streams, but you're not getting any fucking attention from me. I will not be watching your streams, your replays. I will not be looking at your chats. If people in my Discord make me aware of what you're doing, I will ignore it. I'm just calling you guys out and showing people who you really are and sharing the truth and responding to you guys and calling you out on your bullshit. I came back into the MGTOW Manosphere community under a limited status, meaning that, yes, there were some people I reconnected with that apologized to me, that befriended me, and even told me, yeah, they went through a similar thing I went through, and now, they want to be my friend, and they invited me to this Discord. Okay? I came back in limited capacity because of what I just mentioned, because of the group I got involved with. And yes, I have been viewing some of the videos, like I mentioned, that some of my former trolls that I've been mentioning throughout this whole video have done. And occasionally I've done a response video here and there. But I have not gone on one live stream with any of them. I've only done a live stream with Charles F. Gray, and it was just him and I. As a matter of fact, the other night, Charles F. Gray did a live stream, and I was in his chatting, and Joe Buddy was there, and the rest of the crew was there, and I asked Charles, hey, you want me to come on for a little bit? We can talk about, the show, our upcoming show, which I have an update to that as well, too. And basically, Charles F. Gray asked the audience, and he wanted to get both Joe Buddy and I to come on. And after I heard Joe Buddy was going to come on, I left the show. I stopped watching the stream. Charles F. Gray was trying to message me. I ignored you, Charles. No disrespect. I just wanted no part of that. I was sticking to my guns. I'm not going to go on live streams with guys like Joe Buddy, MGTOW Mindframe, a.k.a. JB Gunner, or Red Pill Mindframe, or the Bearded Nemophilist, or Jamie the Purple Pill guy, or any of these other guys that, were more about, kicking me down for entertainment purposes than actually creating a friendship with me and having a civil debate. So, Jamie, there's your answer there. That's why I have not been on any live streams with you guys. It's not worth it. You know, Jamie, that if I came on a live stream with you, it would go down exactly the same way it did in the past. And I didn't like that. So why am I going to put myself back into a situation that I didn't like? I've learned from all this. Again, I came back into the Manosphere, the MGTOW/Manosphere, under a limited status because I did meet a lot of great people. I did meet a lot of great people through the Manosphere. But I also met a bunch of really fucking just ridiculously crazy people. Unreasonable, selfish people, immature people. I have never seen a more immature group of men than I have when dealing with these guys I've mentioned. And give me a second here. I'm going by. There are some people here. I don't want to interrupt them. It actually ended up being a pretty nice day here at the park. I've already done over 2 laps within this video. How far have I gone? Let's see, what is that, 43 minutes? Another thing, let me know what you think about the quality of these daily walk videos for the past few days. They've been coming out very well in 720p HD at 60 frames per second because, like I mentioned before, my iPhone 6 Plus, which I have not upgraded yet. I will be upgrading to the next iPhone when it comes out. It can only do 720p on the front camera, but it can do 1080p on the back camera. And when you're doing selfie videos, you got to use the front camera. So I'm using twice the frame rate, and I think the picture looks absolutely amazing. And look behind me here, the sun. Yeah, it's peeking out. Fucking absolutely gorgeous. My God. It's so beautiful out here. Just so fucking beautiful. I'm going to start wrapping this up very soon here. Let me put a nail in the coffin in regards to this controversial Gillette commercial. I think all you conservative men out there, or any man, there may be even some liberal men out there that are offended by this. You're being fucking ridiculous. You're misunderstanding the message. And I'm calling you out. Whether you love me or hate me, whether you're subscribed to me and you unsubscribe, or whether you never follow me again, or whether you belittle me, I don't care. I'm being honest with you. You're being fucking ridiculous. You're misunderstanding the message. Your brain should be strong enough and smart enough as a man to understand the main purpose of the message. The world has changed. Grow up and change with the fucking world. I don't like a lot of the things that are happening nowadays. But I have one of two choices. do the best I can to navigate myself through it with what I've learned and make the best out of it? Or go live in some cave somewhere all by myself and live a lonely, boring-ass life? I choose to not do that. I want to have fun and enjoy life. That may include a woman. That may include getting married. That may include other things that you guys feel are not good. Okay? But the Gillette commercial, how did it attack you guys? How in the world did the Gillette commercial personally attack you? How did it personally attack you? It's talking about toxic masculinity. That does exist with some men. It's not saying that it's you specifically. It exists with some men. Hashtag Me Too. There are men harassing women out there still today. It may not be you, but it's happening. So what's wrong with them talking about it? They're not saying that to you directly. They're talking about the issue at a global level. And many of you conservative guys out there, you guys are so fucking introverted. You guys are so closed off to having an open mind that you assume you're being targeted. Let me tell you something. If I honestly felt Gillette was attacking us, if I honestly felt Gillette was attacking us men, even as a liberal, I would boycott them myself. But they're not attacking us. They're not attacking us. They're bringing an issue to the forefront because they know that the men of our future are going to have difficulty navigating through this modern world unless someone takes a stance. No one is teaching these men how to navigate the modern world at a grammar school level, at a high school level, or a college level. But women are being taught everything. Women are being taught that, yes, you ladies need to go get a degree and work and put your job above your relationships or getting married and having kids. Women are being taught that, but men are not being taught why that's happening. And I think what Gillette's trying to do here is to basically make these young men aware of what's really going on and showing them the best ways to navigate through it without hate, without violence. And you, JB Gunner, you know, you are all about violence, man. What's violent? Where has violence gotten you? In jail, JB? You were on a live stream where you abused your ex-wife or whatever she was in a live stream last year, and you got arrested on camera. Excuse me. JB, you're all about promoting violence, is what you're saying. You're all promoting that, you know, men have always been a little rough around the edges, and, you know, we've always been the kind of guys that would push men around. I understand that used to happen back in the days. But times are different now, man. It doesn't make us any less of a man to be stronger emotionally and contain our shit from feeling the need to go push a man, you know, just because we feel like it. To instigate a fight for no reason just because we're men and it's within our nature. It's within us being a beast. You know what, JB Gunner? Here's the thing. You alone validate what all these other women are saying about men being beasts because you promote that as being a good man. That's not being a good man. Even back in the days, a good man would not behave that way. I'm appalled by a lot of the behaviors I've seen with the men in this Manosphere community, in this MGTOW Manosphere community. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I'm making you aware of it. And I'm going to come out here and tell you guys, if you want to go out there and continue to support men that believe in violence, that believe in hate, and all that shit, then keep me out of it. Don't come on my channel. Don't comment. I'll just block you. I want nothing to do with you. Because if you want to support people that believe in violence and hate speech and beating up men solely for the fact that men were made to be barbaric, then you're more of a fucking moron and idiot than I thought you were. Yeah, we are men. We can be rough around the edges at times. But part of us being mature men, the real men, are going to be mature enough to say, hey, I have the strength if I need to use it to protect myself, but I'm not going to go out there and instigate something just to show how much of a man I am. I already know how much of a man I am. I don't need to be validated on that. Maybe you guys need validation. Maybe that's why you fucking do it. And that's the biggest bitch move right there you can make, JB Gunner, is seeking validation by instigating fights and beating up other men solely on the fact of you just wanting to prove how much of a man you are. To me, JB, that makes you a big fucking pussy. And I'll tell you what, JB. Before I speak about one more topic, I'm going to give you an award right now. And maybe I'll start this award right now. And I'll award the 2018 BFP of the year, the 2018 Big Fucking Pussy of the Year goes to you, JB Gunner. It was a close toss-up between you and Joe Buddy, but you, JB Gunner, are the biggest fucking pussy of 2018. And like you say, I'm the cuck of the year of 2017, 2018, and the leading cuck for the 2019 award. You are the leading person to win the biggest fucking pussy award of 2019 as well. I've had enough. I've had enough of this bullshit. I've had enough of the games, the shilling, the projections. It's ridiculous. You want to boycott Gillette? I can't stop you from doing that, but there's no need to do that. They're a great fucking company. They make great products. In my opinion, if you boycott Gillette, then you're not a real man. Because then you're really not understanding their message is more positive. It is very positive. If you're not a strong enough man emotionally to understand the real meaning of that Gillette commercial, then you know what? Go your own way. I'll go mine. Stay away from me because I'm going to have a hard time considering you being a real man. Because a real man would be able to understand the message that they're portraying and they wouldn't get butthurt over it and cry like a whiny bitch like you guys have been crying. You guys have been crying like whiny little fucking bitches. Again, I've never seen a group of men whine more than the whiniest women on the planet. You guys whine more than the whiniest women on the planet. I'd rather hang out with whiny women all day long than hang out with you fucks because you're worse than they are. You are. Man up. Grab your fucking nuts and man up. You fucking piece of shit. Now, one more thing here before I wrap this up. We are at 54 minutes. Shit, it's going to be an hour-long video. The show I'm doing with Charles F. Gray is going to go on, and Charles hasn't even heard what I'm about to say here right now. I will reach out to him later tonight while I'm rendering this and uploading it and make him aware. But the name of our show is no longer going to have the MGTOW moniker title. It's going to be the same exact show, but with a different name that I have not come up with yet. Maybe I'll come up with it by tomorrow, and I may end up doing a brief video tomorrow because I'm not hanging out with my activity partner until later in the afternoon. So I may do an in-studio video tomorrow, a brief one, and make you all aware of that. If not, I'll do it in my next daily walk video, which may be Sunday or Monday at the latest. Not quite sure how my schedule's going to go this weekend so far. It's kind of up in the air right now. But yeah, the show will not be called Real MGTOW Talk. Not because I'm afraid to call it that. You know, not because it wouldn't be a good name. I'm just sick and tired of what the MGTOW moniker has done to just fucking, you know, destroy shit more than help shit for the right reasons. I don't want to associate, what I'm trying to say is I don't want to associate myself with the MGTOW moniker anymore. Again, for you good guys out there, you monks that I respect and care for, I do consider you guys MGTOW. I just consider you guys good men that have made a choice to withdraw from women. We don't need to have a title of MGTOW, men going their own way, to, you know, to acknowledge that. I acknowledge you guys for being the good human beings that you are. But yeah, I don't want to associate any show I do with MGTOW or the Manosphere. Now, once again, before I wrap this up, to you guys out there that I met through the MGTOW Manosphere community that like who I am, that you know, whether you agree with my message or not, you enjoy participating with me for the right reasons, please continue to participate, okay? I'm not ditching you guys. I'm not letting you go. But I wanted to mention a select few people here that, you know, have been, you know, just, you know, attacking, you know, myself and my message and just not being real men, in my opinion. Oh, one more guy I forgot to mention. Eric Wade, a.k.a. Dynamite Rabbit. That's another guy that I'll mention here. Eric, I have no problems with you, man. I have no problems with you, man. Okay? I've tried to squash my beef with you for the longest time. I've tried to be civil with you and nice to you. And I've come out to you and said, Eric, you know, whether you agree with my message or not, we can still be friends. We can still get along. You responded in a live stream and you said that you're over the wallet watching thing and all of that. Okay? But you didn't like some of the other projections that I made or something. I can't remember what it was you didn't like about me or whatever. What I don't think, or what I think you don't like about me, which is what I'm trying to say, Eric, is that I call people out on the truth and I expose things. And those are things that you would rather not hear. This is just my opinion. You have yours, I have mine. But again, Eric, you know, out of all of these guys, I think you are the most mature one. When I first met you, you were very mature, and I still think you are. You have the capabilities of being that good person you were when I first met you. I know you have it within you. I really wish that we could go back to that. But no, you've gotten yourself caught up with these guys. And you're starting to enjoy their company. And now you guys have all congregated together, you know, creating this group called the Cuckbusters, which is the most stupid fucking thing ever. You guys are acting like little fucking kids that are opening up a cartoon book for the first time. That's all it is. This behavior is just fucking preposterous. So to you, Eric, you know what? I don't have any beef with you, man. I'm open to, you know, working things out and having a good friendship with you if you're open to it. If not, that's it. Now, I know this video is primarily catered to the MGTOW Manosphere community. So most of you that follow my videos through Facebook or my website, and even some of you on YouTube that don't know what's been going on, you may not understand this. But if you want to learn more about the entire story, you know, go back and watch all my videos. This is episode number 55. Go back and watch them all one by one, you know, until you catch up. Watch a couple a day, you'll catch up in about a month. My videos are long, but I'm very thorough with what I say, and I want to make sure that I clearly state everything as best as possible. And I think that's going to do it here. How far have I gone? What is that, 59 minutes? We're almost at an hour. All right, so I don't know. I'm thinking about how I should end this video here. It's like, I just wish things could be different, you know? I just wish things could be different. I don't want to hate anybody, including these guys. And in essence, I don't really hate these guys. I just can't stand their behavior. I can't stand the hypocrisy that they bring forth. They're so hypocritical with what they say and do. And then it's funny, like you, Jamie, are a hypocrite as well. But you like to, take the hypocrisy and flip it and say, I'm the hypocrite. You know what I call that, Jamie? A fucking narcissist. A narcissist will deflect any wrongdoing off of them onto somebody else when you know you're wrong. You can't admit that you're wrong. Do I think you're a fucking narcissist, Jamie? Yeah, I do think you're a narcissist. Do I think J.B. Gunner is a narcissist? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I think Joe Buddy is a narcissist? Probably not. I just think Joe Buddy's a lonely man that's married to a wife that, he had a child with. And Joe Buddy's the kind of man that will only have sex in marriage. So, he has to be married according to his religious beliefs of being a Christian. And he spends more time on YouTube than being in bed with his wife. And he's even mentioned in the streams before that his wife's not happy about the amount of time he spends on YouTube. No shit, Joe. Joe, she can still fucking divorce you, even though she's not a Western woman. She can still divorce you and take you for half your shit. Unless you have a prenup, which I doubt it. So you're not a narcissist. Do I think that the beard and the mothless is a narcissist? No, I don't think the beard and the mothless is a narcissist. I just think the beard has been through a lot in his life, and he has a lot of unresolved emotional issues that he needs to work through. I say that with all due respect. I don't think you're really a bad guy, JP, a.k.a. the beard and the mothless. And do I think Dynamite Rabbit is a narcissist? No. I just think you've been through similar things, Eric. Eric Wade, Dynamite Rabbit. You've been through a lot. You were in the military. And you dealt through with a lot of things, man. And you went through a lot to get yourself to where you're at today. So I understand. No disrespect, Eric. I'm not trying to project onto you, but maybe you have some emotional issues that stem back to the past. No disrespect. I'm not projecting. I'm being honest, but I don't think you're a narcissist. Okay? I think the two real narcissists in this community that pretty much made my life the most miserable before I wrap this up with the MGTOW community for good here. The two biggest narcissists, J.B. Gunner, number 1, and Jamie the Purple Pill Guy, number 2. That's where I'm going to end this video today. Have a great weekend, everyone. And like I said, I may do a video tomorrow morning in studio. I will probably be going hiking with my hiking partner, my activity partner tomorrow. And she actually has, oh, God, she has Sunday. I may not even do a video until Tuesday. So if you don't get a video from me tomorrow, you may not get another video from me until Monday, maybe possibly Tuesday. But I'll do my best. I'll be back on track with my regular schedule, though, by the latest Tuesday next week. So if you don't hear from me for 3 or 4 days, have a good one. Comment, email me. All that information is below in the description. Have a good one. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Losers. Losers. MGTOW, Manosphere, losers.